and welcome to Leadership Live with Anton Gunn. It's so a great pleasure of mine to be with you. Today, we are talking about your performance evaluation for 2024. And what do I mean, your performance evaluation? I'm talking about your performance as a leader in this calendar year. See, we're now approaching the end of 2024. And so as we get close to the end, it is a great time for a leader to reflect on how they have led their teams, led in their organizations, and led in their life in 2024. Because if you don't reflect on where you have been, it's going to be really hard for you to map out a roadmap of where you need to go and where you need to grow. And so I think it's a big and important opportunity for every leader as you approach the end of the year to reflect on yourself, reflect on your leadership, reflect on the journey that you've been on, what you have gone through this calendar year, and whether you have achieved that goal. See, the leaders who do this are the ones who set the right roadmap. They set themselves in a new process to have the kind of impact that they want to have long term. The leaders who don't reflect, what they tend to do is end up repeating the same mistakes over and over and over again. They don't get better. They don't improve. They're not achieving the highest heights or the deepest depths of what it takes to be a leader in this current work environment. Instead, they make the same silly mistakes over and over again. Sometimes they're dumb mistakes. Sometimes they're mistakes that hurt your team, hurt your organization, hurt your business, hurts the bottom line and every outcome that you hope to achieve. And guess what? If you don't have a growth plan, if you don't reflect, if you don't have a game plan, I'm almost certain you will not be in your role for very long. If you are in your role for very long without having a plan or without having growth, you know what's going to happen? That nobody is going to respect you, value you, and they certainly won't admire you because you're a leader who hasn't gotten better as the times required for you to get better. So today, I want to spend some time unpacking for you some essential questions that you need to be writing down, that you need to be reflecting on and answering for yourself. But more importantly, once you have documented where your journey has been with these questions, the next thing you need to do is to map out what you're going to do differently. So I'm starting at the beginning of December with this conversation because for the rest of the month, we're going to talk about your lessons, your learnings, and most importantly, how do you prepare for 2025 as a leader? How do you put yourself in a position to go to where you really want to be in 2025? And if you don't want to be anywhere, then you should probably just turn this off right now because I have no interest in helping people who don't want to go anywhere, who don't want to grow, who don't want to get better. I only want to help people who want to get better. But if you want to get better, the first thing you got to do is to reflect. That is what a leader does. Now, I have some standard processes that I use to reflect on my year. I've already started looking at my goals for 2024 to see if there's anything I can still accomplish before the year is out. But I also know that I've hit a lot of them. A couple of them I didn't hit, didn't even get close to. Made some big mistakes. Maybe I overreached. Maybe I didn't put the right analysis on what it was going to take to hit those goals. But whatever it is, I'm going to reflect on it. And I want you to reflect on your role as a leader in your organization. So here are 7 questions that you should think about. And if you read my blog this week, I will not only have these 7 questions in the blog, but I will have some sub-questions underneath that will give you some details of the ways that you think about how these questions should give you a game plan for where you have been, a roadmap for where you need to go, and most importantly, what you need to do to grow into that next space. So let's jump right into it. So here's the first question, essential question that you need to reflect on to evaluate your performance as a leader. And the question is, did I lead with purpose and vision? Simple question. Did I lead with purpose and vision? Then write down what was your purpose as a leader. Write down what was your vision as a leader. And did you share that purpose and vision with your team? That's the first question to reflect on. Did I lead with purpose and vision? Here's the second question. How did I prioritize my people? Simple question. How did I prioritize my people? Can you lay out what you have done to show everybody on your team that you valued them, that you respected them? Did you include them? Did they feel visible at the table with you? Did you invest in their professional development? If you didn't make sure your people felt seen and valued and included, and you didn't invest in their professional development, you didn't prioritize your people. But if you did, write down what did you do to prioritize your people. Just write it down. That's the second question to evaluate yourself as a leader. Then the third question is very simple. Was I a listener or was I just a talker? See, good leaders listen to their team. They allow their voices to be heard. They hear what they had to say, and they gave the people a chance to contribute so you could take the chance to respond. Or were you just a talker? You had all of the answers. There was nothing anybody else could learn. There was no reason for them to, to question your authority or your direction because you are the know-it-all. So that's the third question. Was I a listener or was I just a talker? That's what you need to ask yourself. Here's the next question. Did I embrace change or did I resist it? So we all know that things don't stay the same. The world is continuing to evolve. There's so much change happening right now, change in every aspect of our business, our operations, our lives, our families, etc. Did I embrace change or did I resist it? Did I resist doing things differently? That's a question that you need to ask yourself and reflect on. And so when you answer that question, yes or no, how did I embrace change? How did I resist change? Document what you did or did not do as it relates to change. Did you accept it, embrace it, or did you reject it and resist it? Here is question number 5. Did I model behavior that I expect from other people? See, we love to talk about, I want respect. I want to be included. I want to be treated fairly. I want to be in the loop on everything that goes on. I'm expecting people to give me kind words of affirmation, do acts of kindness and service to me. But my question is, did you do that for other people? Did you respect other people? Did you include other people? If you did not, then you know you got some work to do. So did you model the behavior that you want out of other people or did you not? That's a big question. Now, question number 6 is how did I navigate conflict and challenges in the workplace? Document what did you do to navigate them? Would you say you navigated them well or would you say you didn't navigate them well at all? You got to think about how did I navigate conflict in the workplace? That would be a wise thing to do. What lessons can I take away from what I had to navigate this year? If I had to do it all over again, would I do it the same way or would I do it differently? Great questions to ask yourself. And then the last question, number 7, is did I leave a legacy in 2024? Did I leave a legacy for people younger than me? Did I make an impact on somebody's life long after they have left my presence? Am I leaving them better than they found me at the beginning? These are 7 frameworks for you to begin to evaluate your performance as a leader. Notice that this wasn't about all of your metrics or hitting all of your goals, because I'm not in your company. I don't know all your metrics, but I do know what leadership looks like. And I do know what good leaders do to reflect on their leadership year. And so I'm going to repeat the 7 questions you should write down and you should ask yourself, that you should think about what you have done or not done. And this will begin to give you the roadmap that you need to use going forward to finish the year strong and to set your goals for 2025 as a leader, as a people leader. Question number 1, did I lead with purpose and vision? Question number 2, how did I prioritize my people? Question number 3, was I a talker or a listener? Question number 4, did I embrace change or resist it? Number 5, did I model behavior that I expect from other people? Number 6, how did I manage conflict and challenges in the workplace? And number 7, did I leave a legacy for someone else? And who did you leave that legacy for? So there you have it. Several questions that you need to focus on as you reflect on your leadership year, as you think about your performance this past year. How did you show up as a leader? How successful would you deem yourself? I even give you a bonus question. On a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being terrible and 5 being terrific, how would you rate yourself as a leader? And don't give me these half numbers either. A 3.75 or 4.55. No, don't give me that. Give me a 1, a 2, a 3, or 4, or 5. I want you to type it into the comments. Type it in. Let me see, how do you rate yourself as a leader? A 1 through 5. 1 being terrible, 5 being terrific. What score would you give yourself? I'm going to give myself a 5 because I work on myself every day, every week. I fall short. I'm not perfect, but every day I know I'm leading with purpose and vision. I know I'm prioritizing my people. I am a listener. Sometimes I don't want to listen, but I do listen. I'm definitely a talker, but I for sure like to listen to my team. And I've actually made some serious shifts this year because of my team. Begrudgingly, but I did it. But I listened to them. Did I embrace change or resist it? Absolutely embrace change. Absolutely embrace it. I made some big changes from where I was in January to where I am now, some massive changes. And did I model behavior that I want others to see? Absolutely. Absolutely. How did I handle conflict? How did I handle challenges? I think I handled them with grace, with patience, with dignity, with respect, with humility, with understanding. And then lastly, did I leave a legacy for someone in 2024? And unequivocally, absolutely, yes. So I want you to answer these questions. I want you to write them down. Think about where you are on your journey. Give yourself a score between 1 to 5, 1 being terrible, 5 terrific. How would you describe your leadership year and what you've done for others, how you've impacted them? If you do that, you'll already be on a good step and a good pathway to having a great year 2025 because you did the most important thing, which is to reflect on 2024. So I want to thank you for watching this episode of Leadership Live. If this made sense to you, please feel free to share it with others. Let them access the content so they can improve themselves as a leader. And I look forward to seeing you same bat time, same bat channel next week. Y'all have a great